Welcome to today's exploration of a feeling many of us know well but rarely celebrate. The quiet pull towards solitude, the instinct to guard your space from uninvited guests. Through the profound lens of Carl Jung's psychology, we'll uncover why this urge isn't a flaw but a sacred signal from your soul. Stay with me until the end, and you'll discover not only why you cherish your alone time, but also how it's shaping you into your truest self. This isn't just about closing the door. It's about opening a window to your inner wisdom. Let's begin with a truth that might surprise you. When you hesitate to open your door to visitors, it's not a sign of rudeness or disconnection. It's a whisper from your soul, a subtle act of self-preservation. Carl Jung, the visionary psychologist who mapped the depths of the human psyche, saw this resistance not as rejection but as a sacred ritual. Your home is more than a physical space. It's a living reflection of your inner world. Every carefully chosen book, every untouched corner, every flicker of light in your sanctuary speaks the language of your soul. Jung taught us that the instinct to protect your space isn't about disliking others. It's about honoring the delicate rhythm of your inner life. In a world that glorifies constant connection and open doors, choosing solitude can feel like rebellion. Others might misjudge it as aloofness or selfishness, but Jung saw it differently. To him, this pull toward stillness is a sign of a soul attuned to its own needs, a soul that knows when to pause, reflect, and recharge. You're not hiding from the world when you crave solitude. You're safeguarding the temple where your deepest self resides. This isn't about isolation, it's about preservation. Your home is your sanctuary, a space where you can shed the masks you wear for the world and listen to the quiet voice within. Jung called this the process of individuation, the lifelong journey of becoming who you truly are, not who the world expects you to be. So, if you've ever felt a pang of guilt for dodging a visitor or canceling plans, let it go. Your soul is simply asking for space to breathe. Why does this need for solitude feel so vital? To answer that, we must dive into Jung's groundbreaking concepts of introversion and extroversion, not as simple personality labels, but as the flow of psychic energy. Extroverts thrive on the outward pulse of connection. Their energy sparks in crowds, conversations, and shared moments. Introverts, however, draw their strength from within. Their energy flows inward, nourished by quiet reflection and solitary moments. For them, an unexpected visitor isn't just a disruption, it's a jolt to the soul's delicate balance. This isn't about shyness or social avoidance. It's about energy. An introvert's home is a sacred cocoon, a place where the psyche heals and recharges after the demands of the external world. When someone crosses that threshold, they're not just stepping into your living room, they're entering the intimate space where your soul processes, dreams, and transforms. Jung described this as the energy structure of the soul, a natural disposition that shapes how you interact with the world. For introverts, solitude isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. But there's more to this than energy alone. In Jung's psychology, the home is a powerful symbol, a mirror of the psyche itself. Each room holds a piece of your inner world. The bedroom cradles your dreams and vulnerabilities, a sanctuary for the unconscious. The living room is where you wear your social mask, the persona you present to others. The kitchen transforms raw ingredients into nourishment, just as you transform emotions into meaning through daily rituals. Even the basement and attic carry symbolic weight. The basement hiding your shadow, the buried parts of yourself, and the attic reaching toward higher awareness, the self you're becoming. When someone enters your home, they cross a sacred boundary. That unease you feel isn't petty. It's your psyche signaling that this space, this temple, needs protection. Jung believed that symbols like the home speak louder than words. When you feel at peace in your solitude, your inner world is in harmony. When a visitor's presence stirs discomfort, it's a sign that your soul is still weaving its delicate threads, not yet ready to share its work. This discomfort often points to something deeper, the awakening of your shadow. Jung's concept of the shadow is the hidden part of your psyche, repressed fears, forgotten dreams, and unacknowledged strengths. When a guest's presence stirs unease, it's not always about them. Sometimes their words, their energy, or even their silence touch a buried wound or an unclaimed part of yourself. That flicker of irritation, that quiet urge to retreat, it's your shadow whispering, asking to be seen. Jung wrote, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." A visitor's presence can become a mirror, reflecting parts of yourself you've yet to embrace. Instead of pushing away that discomfort, lean into it. Ask yourself, What is this moment revealing about me? What part of my shadow is stirring? This isn't about blame or avoidance. It's an invitation to grow, to integrate the hidden pieces of your soul into a fuller, truer self. Yet, even in solitude, you're not meant to stay walled off forever. Jung's psychology is about balance, a dance between the inner and outer worlds. The archetype of the hermit, a timeless figure in Jung's framework, embodies this wisdom. Picture a solitary figure, lantern in hand, walking through the darkness not to escape but to seek. The hermit doesn't reject the world. He retreats to find clarity, to listen to the soul's quiet voice. When you feel the urge to close your door, you're answering the hermit's call, stepping into stillness to uncover your own light. The hermit teaches us that solitude is not an end, but a beginning. It's where you heal, reflect, and prepare to re-engage with the world on your own terms. Jung believed that true connection, meaningful, soul-nourishing connection, can only happen when you honor your need for stillness. By protecting your inner space, you create room for relationships that resonate with your authentic self, not the persona you wear to please others. So how do you find this balance? Start with small rituals that honor your need for solitude. A quiet morning with a book, a walk where you listen only to the wind, a corner of your home that's yours alone. These moments are your soul's medicine, keeping you grounded in a world that often demands too much. When you're ready to connect, choose relationships that respect your rhythm. People who see your silence not as distance, but as depth. Jung's wisdom reminds us that individuation, the journey to your true self, begins in silence. It's not about perfection or pleasing others. It's about listening to the soul's quiet call. When you honor your need for solitude, you're not turning away from the world. You're stepping closer to who you were born to be. And in that stillness, you'll find a freedom no crowd can offer, the freedom to live as your truest self. If this resonates with you, please like and subscribe to support the channel. Share your thoughts in the comments below. How do you honor your need for solitude? Let's keep exploring the wisdom of the soul together.